Welcome to another episode of the Life Creative Podcast. This is a show dedicated to helping you get the most from your creativity, offering you inspiration, suggestions, and discussion. So let's get on with the show. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this special pre-turkey edition of the Life Creative Podcast. Yep, it is the day before Thanksgiving here in the US in the year of 2020. Oh boy, how we're not going to forget 2020, right? So I thought I would take a moment here and, Thanksgiving is a special thing for me because, as I have said before, I moved to America from the UK, and so, Thanksgiving has an interesting meaning to me because in many ways, I sort of followed in the ancestors' roots, right? Not my direct descendants, but, we came from England over to America, and I'll spare you the story, but you get the idea. So I do stop and reflect and think about, the year that's gone by. And I think, this year more than ever, I'm thankful that I've survived it so far. Touch wood, right? It has been a difficult year in so many ways for all of us around the world, some more than others. And for those of you who are, perhaps looking at Thanksgiving or the holiday season in general, and unfortunately, very sadly, some folks that would normally be with you cannot because of this crazy COVID situation. For so many different reasons, you may be apart from them, and that's going to make it very difficult for a lot of us, and a very unusual situation for most of us too, because it's the time of year that we get together, right? We get together with family and friends to start celebrating the holiday season, be it the US, with Thanksgiving or anywhere else in the world, we're heading into that period of the year. So it's a very strange one this year for so many of us. Now, for me, I am thankful this year that I have been able to continue to pursue not all that I wanted, but many of my creative pursuits. I am considering myself very fortunate that so far I've been able to dodge the situations around the world with health and everything else, and that I've made it this far, and I can still be sitting here talking to you now with the ability to do that and share my thoughts and to sit and create things like podcasts, videos, and any creative pursuit that I choose to take a look at. That my creative brain is something that I have always been thankful for, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It can be painful sometimes when you're suffering creative block, or, it just won't let you go, and you're like, oh, I just want to walk away from this project, but you can't because you really want to see it done. But at the same time, I just would not have it any other way. For me, living a life of creativity in any way that you want to look at it is something that gives me a positive outlook on not only myself but the world, right? I think in general, even in times like now, most of the world is a positive place, and I am so glad that it is, right? Of course, there's plenty of negativity out there. You can find it. You don't have to look far. Recent events have shown that. But I think it's harder to have a positive look on, the outcome of the future and life and everything else right now when we're going through these times. So to be able to continue to be positive about it is a really big strength. And it's something that I want you to stop and think about, because it's times like now where the little things matter, right? And just being able to be positive about something during the day rather than seeing the negative side of it. For example, negative side, oh, I'm stuck at home again because of this crazy virus. Positive side, I'm stuck at home again and maybe I can find a way to take a little time and pursue an interest, right? You can find the positive in most things, I believe, if you go looking for them. And, that gives you the ability to not ignore, but step away from the negative side and not let it get you down. So I guess that's it for this episode, really. I am, every time I am thankful for every single one of you that chooses to listen to this podcast. There are so many out there and so many good ones that I love to listen to as well. The fact that you take 10, 15 minutes, whatever it may be, to stop and listen to my crazy thoughts, when I put them out there, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for those of you that have reached out to me, either via Twitter at Graphics Media, GRFXMedia, or you go to the website, graphicsmedia.com or peterwhittam.com, and you reach out to me. Thank you so much. Including as well comments that I see when I upload the video version of this podcast to YouTube, and I get positive feedback there to keep going. Thank you to every single one of you. You are all responsible for keeping this going and making this worthwhile and keeping me motivated to keep sharing these thoughts. So with that, take care of yourselves, enjoy yourselves. We will speak again soon.